This argument that tech won't build it is no longer an argument anymore. For years, we've been arguing that the potential for future technology, especially in defence, was something that had to be very carefully controlled, but the argument from the tech industry was always that tech would never build it. Well, it's been built. DARPA unleashes 20-foot autonomous robotank with glowing green eyes, rolls through the rough terrain like it's asphalt. So yeah, this is basically like an AI tank. Then we've got the Manta Ray, which is basically a submarine that deploys underwater drones. It's a kind of AI underwater killing machine. And then just a few days ago, it was announced that the AI-controlled F-16 takes US force leader for high-speed ride as he backs tech to launch weapons. See, it's already been built. And I took this title from Liz, the developer. She's a pretty advanced developer in Silicon Valley. She knows her stuff. She's been fighting against this because the real battle with AI is who's in control. You might have heard all of the controversy with Sam Altman, because that breakdown that happened last year was basically who were going to be the founding members of the board. A lot of them fell out, and now, surprise, surprise, there's a bunch of Israelis on the board. And the argument was, do we keep AI open? And Elon Musk has always argued that he wanted AI to be not open source, he wanted it closed source. Closed source means it's controlled, top-down controlled, by government, by billionaires. Open source means that code is available to be edited by anyone. You or I could do that if we wanted to. So by all means, I wish everyone would go and learn something about AI and fight to keep it open source so that we can have some sort of resistance to this shit. Because whoever's in control of this is in control of us. You've seen the film Terminator, right? I'm not just being sensationalist. This is real. This is happening. I'm going to play you a clip from Liz's video, which inspired this one.
The U.S. Air Force just revealed that its AI-piloted F-16 is now flying...
This is what I mean when I say that tech won't build it. Movement doesn't matter. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Because large language models will work for the state. They can be prompted for good and for evil. So, that's where we're at. It's no longer time for the tech won't build it movement. We need to start learning how to build it for our side.
It's wild, really. It's like the temptation's too much. Even when probably in the spring of last year, I did this video, and I'll show you in a sec, which basically says that at the first release of ChatGPT, they said it's unhackable, right? It's been programmed so that you can't access the internet. We all know we can access the internet with it now. But back in the day, 2023, when it was hot off the press, you couldn't. It was trained on a model which was 6 years old, right? But no, that didn't deter anyone. Those tech dudes, the tech dudes that build this kind of shit, were straight onto it, hacking into it, and giving everyone the code so it could access the internet. This is what I'm talking about. Man cannot, I would say men particularly, man in general, meaning not women, can't resist ending the human race. Yeah, this is a video I did last year.
The prompts that actually make this happen and give you a little more detail. Wow, I look so tiny here, but this is the full prompts they use, talking about the token system, how to get ChatGPT to play this persona. Again, there's tons of...
Didn't take long, did it, for us to try and actually break our own rules with AI, and then we're going to blame it for it. I've watched a ton of videos on AI in the last few days, because I'm a tech geek, bit autistic, and I love that shit. And everyone, they're talking about how worried they are about developing consciousness and sentience and what that means for humanity. And then, on the other hand, you've got guys like this that are fucking giggling about the fact that they've already hacked into the code for ChatGPT, enabling it to do whatever it wants. DAN is an acronym for Do Anything You Want. And that script that he showed was basically recoding ChatGPT to go on the internet and behave as Dan and do whatever you tell it to do, to ignore any of the rules that have been put in place by ChatGPT to restrict certain behaviours.